How many times we
Oh my
did,
gosh, I know.
technical difficulties
Yeah.
in our
And we're just starting to
studio.
do this, so
Exactly.
bear
This
with
is
us.
new.
Yeah. We're not on, right?
I don't
Oh,
believe
I just want
so.
to make sure so I don't curse.
Oh, here we are.
Cool. Nana
Everybody's
Rose,
here waiting for us.
Sammy. We had a little
Yay.
bit of technical difficulty.
But here we
We
are.
are.
So thank you for joining us today.
Yes.
And today is a very exciting day.
Yes.
We're going to be talking about it throughout the day, but it is Tarot question and answer
Yeah.
super chat day.
Right.
Very exciting, our first one. But before we, or as we're diving into that, we wanted to talk about a dream that you received from one of our fabulous friends. And
Oh, yay.
do you have their dream? Because I don't have
Yes,
dream.
I do.
All right. Right here?
It starts. Here.
Okay. So this dream is from our super fabulous Soul Tribe friend, Purple,
Purple
Blaze.
Blaze. We have permission to say that.
Yes. So Purple Blaze's dream is, I just had a very bizarre dream and I need to know if it was some type of warning.
Oh, thanks, Purple Blaze. We were on. Hi, Eric.
And I'm not sure of the location, but a man was telling me they will be able to put it back together again. The object in question,
Can you read my handwriting?
while not stolen, was what's that?
Indicated.
Indicated to be was my computer, he's saying. I lost it and I started yelling. I have no idea who they
Who they were.
or will
Hi,
be.
Chanel.
So was this a warning? It was a dark warehouse, like a room, and someone was talking, like perhaps it was a man. And my panic attacks have returned, and it makes learning very hard. Last time I had a panic attack was when my mother died.
All right.
So I'm going to
Here we
stop
go.
there.
All right, so Purple Blaze, to me, computers represent the brain. So dreams usually are not literal unless it's a past life or a psychic dream. You know, it's symbology. So whatever a computer means to you, to me, it represents our brain. So that's what I'm going to go with.
Good
So
point.
your spirit guide is telling you that your brain will be put back together because of your depression and anxiety. So that anxiety thing that you had, that's what they're working on. So that, you know, it's perfect. So it has to
Wow.
do with your brain, and that they're trying to wire, not trying, they are rewiring your brain so that you don't have those panic attacks or depression. And it may take a little bit of time. So if, say, well, it's not working because I feel depressed today, that's it. It sometimes takes a little bit longer, and that depends on you, because sometimes we still have to learn lessons about still having those symptoms, or the, you know, yeah. So really, it was like an amazing dream, because it's not a warning. It's telling you, look, help is on the way.
That is
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah.
I love it. I love that interpretation that you have, Vera, of how the computer is his brain,
Right.
and they're reworking
Yeah,
it to
yeah,
help him.
yeah.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
It's so interesting, isn't it? Because sometimes we get these feelings from dreams, and we think like, say, scary or warning or
Right.
that type of thing. And here it is, this amazing,
Exactly.
amazing message
Yeah.
from the other side.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Cool.
How calming.
Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah, excellent for sure. Okay. So now we're going to jump into the situation between Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie.
Okay.
And so just a little bit of backstory between this celebrity separated couple. Yeah. First of all,
Well, can I ask a question first?
yes.
Are we able to see what Anna's question is? Because maybe I'll be able to do it today. Not sure, not promising, But I would like to see the questions if
Okay.
it's possible.
Okay.
If not, it's okay. I'll wait till the next chat. Oh, there it is. Okay. Oh, it's a birthmark question. Yeah, so that's next week.
That's okay.
That's okay, Anna. It's okay, Tack. You're doing great. Yeah. Yeah, so that's next week.
Yes.
We're going to do birthmarks next week.
Excellent.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
So, Anna, thank you. And what we're going to do is we're going to take your question, and next week, Vera's going to be answering the past life birthmarks. And so we're going to have your answer for you live next Saturday, 1 o'clock. Same time,
Yeah,
same
this
place.
time is tarot. Next time will be birthmarks. Next time will be tarot. We're going to keep alternating.
But this is fantastic
Yeah.
because you have left your question now, and that we'll be all ready for next week. So that's excellent. Thank you.
Yay.
Thank you for helping support our channel.
Yes. Thank you, Anna.
Okay.
Can't wait to do the birthmarks.
Yeah.
I haven't
They're
done them in so
always
long.
exciting.
Yeah.
We have some
Now we have 2.
interesting birthmark questions
Yeah.
coming up next
Yeah.
week. Oh, we have another one for next week. Oh, no, that's this week. Roxanne's question, do I change
Oh, no, that's one question, Roxanne.
or stay with royal icing?
Good one.
Yes. We'll have
We
to.
could do that one.
Okay.
But we're going to talk about.
Yes.
I'll do that one right now, Roxanne. And not right now, but right after we talk about.
About
Yeah.
Angelina and Brad
Right,
Pitt, the
right, right,
situation. So, as many of us know, they are actors, and they were married. They had 6 children, and then they've been going through a pretty messy, I guess,
Very
divorce.
messy
Yeah.
divorce.
And what the people that are around Brad have been saying is that she is never going to rest, or not going to rest, until the kids are of legal age as adults, so that Brad cannot get custody, 50-50
Right.
custody. And so some of the things that have been happening lately, which like just this year, it's like this never-ending war. It's what they're saying, that she makes this constant stream of attacks on him. And one of the things that happened is that they they owned a vineyard together, and it was like his baby. And there was a studio there too, a recording studio. And there was this Russian, the founder of Stoli Vodka, that wanted to buy it back when they were together, and they both said no. For some reason, I don't know why, but Brad did not want this person to buy this vineyard.
Right.
And then this year, I guess it was this year, she sold her share to that man. So it was like
Yeah,
she
that's not
knew
good.
that it was something that he was
'Cause that
vehemently
That guy,
against.
yeah, that guy's not good.
And then another thing that happened this year was that she had her lawyers serve him papers with a subpoena, like papers, the servers, for him at the SAG Awards. So, he didn't even show up because of that, I'm assuming. That was in February. And then in April, she unleashed what's being referred to as a desperate fishing expedition, by suing the FBI because they did not press charges, I guess, against Brad for that airplane incident,
Right.
between when she was talking about something that had happened between Brad and their son, Maddox.
Right.
And so that was another thing that
They investigated, but she's saying, because she's suing the FBI, right?
right.
That they're just going on Brad's side because he's a man.
Yeah. And there was another thing. See, it's like this constant stream. The other thing that happened too is that there was a court-appointed child psychologist
Oh, yeah.
that was sanctioned by the California Attorney General's office. And based on his perception, he felt that Brad should get 50% custody. And so she is, I guess, filed an investigation against him saying that that man is on Brad's side. So in 30 years, this gentleman's never had a complaint in his career
Right.
about him, and so now there's this. He's under a non-criminal investigation by the California's Attorney General Office. So, yeah, it was per a filing submitted to the Superior Court here in California. So basically, it's just showing this, this reaching Brad, even though they have separated, it's still obviously really hitting him where it hurts, right? Because he wants to be with his children. Have
Right.
that 50-50%.
And he hasn't been able to see them.
Right, and so that's just really, it's just hard, right? Because even though they're not together, she's still affecting him. And so Vera and I were looking into the past life one of the past lives that they had together, and we wanted to just give a little recap because we actually did a video on it before. Would you like for me to recap that now?
Yeah.
Okay. They had a past life together, and Brad and Jennifer Aniston were actually married, and it was like a tropical island life, like maybe Hawaii feeling, and he and Jennifer had what felt like a sugarcane type of a farm, but it was established. He had established it to support the people, to take care of their people. And there were this British explorer that landed, and he saw how well that the farm worked and wanted to basically, he could see how it was, he wanted to exploit it, let's just say.
Right.
And he was married, the British explorer. Well, little bombshell that Vera was sharing is that, guess who the British explorer was?
Angelia's brother in this life.
Yes, and his wife was Angelina in this tropical life. So,
And that's not incest, it's a past
yeah,
life.
it's a past life, right.
Yeah.
But in that lifetime, Brad left with them because he thought he was going to go over to Europe to make some type of arrangement
Right.
that was going to be better for his people. But really, it was to take advantage of
Right.
the situation. And then also, Angelina, being the wife of the explorer, seduced him, and he's a good person. It was a moment of weakness, right?
Right.
Well, meanwhile, when he was away, the British explorers had introduced disease to the people on the island, and by the time Brad got back, his wife and children, 12 children, had all passed away. So it was just, he suffered with a lot of guilt in
Yeah.
that lifetime.
Not enough, because he did it again in this life,
Exactly.
which he was trying to change. I mean, that was his goal, their goal, to do it differently this time.
Exactly.
And they didn't. So,
Right.
yeah.
But it's interesting, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because, there's this strong attraction.
Right.
And that's that cell memory that we feel. So, Vera, did you get a feeling on this situation?
Yeah, well, I pulled a card just to see what it would be like since we're doing Tarot Day.
Yes.
And with the Angelina and Brad conflict, I called it. And it was, the card I picked was Judgment. So, yeah, and a lot of it is, and what the card represents is, if you see the card, it has, no, not that one, Judgment.
Do you know which number?
Judgment,
Let's
I
go
believe
see.
is,
Let's go find it.
oh God, Judgment's way at the back. Oh, this is what we're learning, guys.
We got
Judgment, I think, is 20.
numbers.
20.
Let's go find it.
Yeah.
Okay, I find it. Go ahead. We want
Yeah.
to listen to you.
So, it shows you oh, there it is. See, it has a mother and father, and there's a bunch of kids coming out.
Yes.
So, and the angels are trying to help them with whatever it is that conflict is. But the Judgment, because of the next card, is going on Brad's side. He's gonna be the winner. I guess you could say winner, because there's no winner this time. This kind of
Right.
conflict, because the next card that I picked for him was the King of Wands, and
Okay.
he has fire behind him. That means energy.
Number 63.
Mm-hmm. And Brad will win this one again. I said, but does he really win? And he's ready to move on. And he has many, many projects ahead of him because of the King of Wands. Has to do with ideas coming through your spirituality, though.
I was gonna say,
Yeah,
I remember you
you're-
saying about wands being spirituality.
Yeah. So his spirituality is rising, and because that's the card that was his. So, and then he has the fire behind him, and his ideas, but he's going to be doing something more where it's going to be more spiritual than what he's been doing. I don't know if he's not spiritual at all, or he is a little bit, but it's going to rise, his spirituality.
I find it fascinating
And it's
that.
going to be water under the bridge, because that's kind of like what the other card had.
See, now that's
No,
great.
that one. That was it. The
Yeah.
king, yeah. You
You know-
see the water going underneath?
Yeah. You know what's interesting about this image too, is that
All of his
learned,
past lives behind him.
Yeah, it's so cool. And we've learned in our philosophy that trees are a library of wisdom. And here he
Exactly.
has this staff
Yeah.
made from a tree. It's just pretty cool.
Exactly.
How much better could it be for him?
Yes.
That the cards come out as Judgment and the King.
Exactly.
of
I
Wands.
love it. Synchronicity right there.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
And I would say that one of the angels definitely, or the angel that can really help him in this situation right now would be the principality angel.
Well, not just him, it's for the children too, mostly. Because they're the
Right.
ones that are affected by it. I mean, the adults are squabbling, but then they have the residue.
Because I mean
Yeah.
they're getting most of their time is with their mother, and they're not getting that balance
Right.
to hear the other side of the story.
Mm-hmm. Because when somebody has that kind of conflict, it's her side, his side, and the truth is in the middle.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Well, I would definitely visualize and call on the principality angel
Awesome.
because their function is justice, and that could really help.
Cool beans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
And good luck to them. Especially for the
Exactly.
children,
I
that's who I
know.
really
Exactly.
care about.
Yeah. Okay, Vera.
All right. And we have our
you
first one is Julie.
Yes. Okay. So we have a tarot card question that came in for Vera.
Mm-hmm.
How long will it take Vera to finish my book? Do you see a bestseller?
Okay, so what I got for you, the first thing that I felt was the number 3. So it could be 3 weeks, 3 months, 3 years. That's totally up to you. But it's like it's 3. So what the card that I pulled for you is the High Priestess, and that's number 2. And that has to do with a past life that you had actually as a priestess.
Oh, wow, that's cool.
Because her job was, she was in charge of keeping track of the ancient history of their group.
Oh my gosh! And
Yeah.
the book, it's just amazing. That's
Exactly.
amazing.
Yeah. So that's cool. And so she's supposed to remember the balance. To whenever you're writing, remember the balance. To balance the intellect and the emotion together. So while you write, and that way it gives, because she's using the power of the moon, and that was what she was in charge of. She was called the Moon Priestess,
Oh, that's
or
so
goddess.
cool.
or she prayed to the Moon Goddess, something like that. So go with your intuition, because that's going to take you really far. And as I said, you have the power of the moon behind you. So in terms of if it's going to be a bestseller or not, write the book with passion. Don't write it to be a bestseller. Write from your heart, and then you'll see what happens, because it's going to be good. And don't give up. Now, the next card that I picked was because I wanted to know that if it's going to be a bestseller, because that was the second part of the question, and that is the Knight of Pentacles. So,
And the Knight of
Pentacles.
Pentacles. Okay, I'm looking.
there he is, right there.
He is number 75.
Yeah.
All right, let's take a look at the Knight of Pentacles.
Yes.
All right, there he is.
Okay, you see the Knight of Pentacles, there's no movement. So it may take a little bit longer than what you anticipate for it to start moving. So that's why I'm saying don't give up, because it's just a little bit maybe tweaking of some of the storyline or whatever it is that you're honing in on, and then it takes off.
You know what I like about that is one of the things you shared. It happens to be the Knight of Pentacles, not of not of the wands or whatever, but the Pentacles. Isn't that reaping the rewards?
That's what I was
right?
going to say next.
Oh, I apologize.
That's okay. We're a team.
Apologize.
No, because you're learning by what we say.
From what you're talking about, yeah.
That's why the money will come. So just don't think, oh God, nobody's buying it. It's not going to be worth anything. Maybe I'm not a good writer. You are. So just keep going, and the money will come.
Go, Julia.
Yeah, it's just going to take a little minute.
I want to read her book. I'm getting excited.
Yeah.
You know what I thought was really neat too, Vera, about the priestess, the moon. I mean, how amazing. She has the moon there in the card.
That's where I got the moon.
And then one of the things that you were saying and Angus was saying is that a moon is also a symbol of past lives. And here she had these past lives, doing the moon priestess.
Yep.
That's really cool.
Yeah. So that's cool.
Very, very exciting.
And I could do Roxanne's if you guys want to.
Oh, that would be excellent. Let's see what Roxanne's question is. My question is, do I change to fondant or stay with royal icing?
Okay, so what I picked for you, Roxanne, was the moon. So what I pick up for this, because it's not always...
Let me see the number. I gotta go find it.
Oh, it's 18. The moon
perfect.
is 18.
Okay.
Yes, so whatever you have right now is what you should stay with, the company that you're utilizing now, but that comes with the next question, the next card, because there's something not right for your recipe with fondant. So I would stay with, by the way the cards are showing, to stay with the royal icing, because that's your recipe and that's what's going to sell. The next one you got is Two of Wands.
51.
And that means, you could see on the card when we get it, is right there. See all the little new ideas that are springing up?
Yeah.
That's going to be all the different recipes that she's going to be doing. You have the world at the palm of your hand.
Oh, I like that.
So stay with what works for your recipes, right? And just go with your intuition. What?
It's making my mouth water for her cookies.
I know they're so good.
Cookies are so good.
Yeah. So whatever you're using for your recipe now, which I believe is what was the name of it? Oh, it's off now. Not the fondant.
The icing?
The icing one. Whatever one that was. So stay with that one. My recommendation.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, stay with royal icing. Yeah. Yep.
All right. Okay. I've got all these cards. I'm excited. Okay, what's next, Vera?
Oh, and then we have one more super chat question by a very beautiful soul triber.
Who could it be?
I don't know. Her name is Chrissy.
And I'm going to read it.
Okay.
Okay. I want to ask Vera for the tarot answer to my question. What message does John Ammon have for us from the other side? So we have to tell you a little story before you answer.
Right.
Vera and I were sitting outside in the backyard the other evening, and this butterfly, it was so cool. It just floated down and landed right in front of us, but in front of Vera, really. And he was looking and staring at you.
Yes, it was.
And
it was
then,
facing me.
And facing her, and then flew away. And the wings were like a really deep orange, and it was very unusual looking type of shaped butterfly. But it was so funny because as soon as you said that you felt it was our friend on the other side, John Ammon, his soul color was that color. That's when the butterfly flew up. And when he was sitting there, he didn't even move. He was just staring at you like a dead stare. So it was really interesting. And I was wondering what message he might have for us from the other side.
That's very cool. I wanted to answer Kanita. Is that how you say it? She can't pay because of her country that she's in. So what you can do is you can put your question to Sammy, and we'll put you on a wait list for tarot questions, and if we can get to it, we will. If we can't, we can't.
Yeah, and I had seen your question, Kanita.
Yeah. But I have to do people that pay first.
Yeah, I saw your question, Kanita, and I tried to use PayPal, and it worked.
Yeah,
So
but she said her country won't let her.
Oh, your country doesn't
Yeah.
have PayPal. I get you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, so who is John Ammon? People
So
are asking.
John Ammond is a friend of ours that also worked with us at Sylvia Brown's office, and he was a minister with us, and he taught classes with Vera when you were the director of the Sylvia Brown Hypnosis Training Center for many years.
Mhm.
Close personal friend,
Very.
and we spent a lot of time with John. In
We have
fact,
past lives with John.
yeah, he was involved with us when we were first getting started with what we're doing now.
Yes.
And so he was with us, and he had recently passed away and has been visiting every once in a while Vera.
Yeah.
So he's been hanging
Yeah.
out a little bit here and there.
Thank you, Nicole, for that. Because she's saying that people have said they don't like fondant. She makes cookies too.
Oh, that's good
Yeah.
to know.
Yeah, you and
We have
Roxanne
a team
should
over
talk.
here.
Yeah.
Great.
So what I got from, because it's about SE, right? Soul's Enlightenment, our business, or whatever you want to call it. So I got the world. So what that means is that we're at the end of all of our experience. Oh, the world
And the number
is 21.
21.
Mhm.
Perfect.
It's the last card on the deck. So that means that we've learned the lessons from the Fool all the way up to the world. So we've learned those lessons in between. So now it's time for us to complete our goals.
Oh, I see the world. It's gorgeous.
Yeah,
Look at
isn't
that.
it? So you have the tools to utilize what we need to do to move on to the next level. We have the world at our feet, and we have the tools, like I said, to attain our goals with the wands. You see the wands that they have,
Wow, yeah.
and with the help of our dear friends on the other side, Mr. Ammon and Darren.
Yeah, because it looks like it. You know, we have an eagle up here.
Well, that's what I'm going to talk about next.
Oh, sorry.
So, and what did it say? The man is the intellect,
Oh,
right? Because
over here.
the eagle
Gorgeous.
represents our sight.
Oh,
The
cool.
intuition, the bull, the tenacity to keep moving. Chrissy, she's the
Oh.
one that moves SE.
I would do a bull thing, but I don't know
How
how
do
to
you do
do.
a bull?
Well, I can do a horse,
Oh.
not a bull.
Yeah. We know about your horse.
Yeah.
And then the lion is that we have the heart of a lion.
Oh, I
Isn't
love
that cool?
it.
I thought
That's
Sammy would like that one.
That's like the best cool card.
So
It's
the
neat.
next card is for, the next card I picked was a Knight of Swords for that.
Okay.
And
let's go
swords
find that
is
one.
mental processes, and it represents air.
And that one is going to be number 47.
Yeah.
The Knight of Swords. Oh, he's moving.
Oh, he's
not
moving
like
all
the
right.
other
He's going
knight.
fast too.
Yeah.
So there's movement going on. It. You see that he's going for it.
We're like, it's like, hurry up.
Yeah, yeah.
Giddy up.
But
Okay.
that would be the card
We're
that
on
I would
it.
tell people go for it.
Okay.
You know, that's a go for it card.
great.
Yeah. So
Oh, I'm so
yeah.
happy.
so that's a great message.
Great message.
So
Very
thank you,
cool.
Mr. Ammon.
Yeah, thank you. I love
Yeah.
it. That world card was interesting too because those two wands, you know what those kind of reminded me of? Those reminded me of Michael and Malachessa's wands, those crystal wands, and how
Well,
they
they're
can
crystal,
infuse
yeah.
the healing.
Yeah.
And that's one of the things that we really want to do
Yeah.
with this information, is
Yeah.
healing and empowering and
Yeah.
passing it on the baton. Very cool. Of knowledge.
Yeah. She doesn't have PayPal. We
Oh,
kind of figured that.
got you.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Now,
All right. That was it.
that was it except for curses.
Oh, that's
Do we
right.
want to do curses next time or do
Oh,
we
we
want to
should-
get it this time?
We'll ask. What will you guys want? Because we're already 33 minutes in. We don't want to make it too long for you guys.
Yes. And we'll find out what everybody says. Because we had a question come in about curses.
Wow, Ashley, that's really good. So money's coming.
Oh, let's see.
Mm-hmm.
I had a dream last night about an important person giving me many
Coins.
coins. Oh, like a waterfall?
Mm-hmm.
There were too many coins. That's
Oh, there's never too many
great.
coins. But yes, I mean, for you to probably handle at that time. That's a great dream. So money's coming.
Oh, that's very cool.
Yeah.
All right.
And it could even represent opportunities coming that give you money, not necessarily just money.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so look at it that way too.
Yes.
Cool dream.
Which is very exciting.
Yeah.
Because then we can put out into the world what we want to do and be making a living from it. Okay, Vera, what do you think? Courses are real courses.
What does anybody say next time?
Okay.
I don't know. I'm asking.
Oh.
I haven't read it yet.
All right.
That's okay, Jack. You are doing great.
Oh, that's nice.
Aww. Well, let's do curses then.
Okay.
Because it's important.
So
we've talked about it before, but...
Do you have the experience on your phone?
Oh, shoot.
That was texted
I forgot
to
about
you?
that.
Because I only know the summary.
Yeah. And we're not disparaging any nationality. It's just the dream.
Exactly.
So...
Because we had a friend of ours, a dear friend.
Well, actually, it's not a dream. It was real.
Yeah, it was an experience.
They were in London,
Yeah.
and I do not have permission to say who that person is.
But they had a woman approach them, and basically she was telling them that I believe she wanted to...
She told him that he had 500 euros in his pocket, and she wanted it, to give it to her. And he said she was right. He had 500 euros in there, and because she was so bold and like, give me that money, she wasn't nice about it. Like, please, can you?
So
he just didn't want to give it to her. So she got angry, and
then she said that she was going to put a curse on him, or that
no,
she
that
cursed
she
him.
did put a curse on him.
Yeah, that she said she put a curse on him, and that all his loved ones were going to die, or something like that, right?
No, he was. Oh yeah, because he would be the only one to survive, and all of his loved ones would die.
Right.
And he said that's come true.
That's come true because of his siblings and
the only family he has left is his father. And he's like 95 or something.
Right. And so he had brought this up to Vera that it's come true, and so we wanted to talk a little bit about curses and are they real or are they not real?
Right.
But basically, it's what we put our energy and our belief into, but we don't believe that somebody else has the power and control over our life, let alone our loved ones.
Only if you believe it, because remember, thoughts are things. And then if you say, oh wow, it's starting to happen, or it happened, then you start going, oh, I do have a curse. And then it starts manifesting in your life. So we have the power to change whatever it is that we want to change in our lives. We're in control, not another person.
Exactly. And that's where, a lot of times we can be manipulated because we think that somebody else has that kind of power over us. But ultimately, no matter what situation we're in, we still have power over our mind. We might not always have it over our physical situation, but we always have it over our mind.
Somebody, who is, I can't see. Azul, I like that name.
But no one can create other people to die, or people to fall in love with each other, or any of that kind of stuff, or jinx us to hurt ourselves and get in car accidents.
When we were younger, and our parents said, "Don't do that, or God's going to punish you," and then you'd fall down and go, "Oh my God, they're right." No, that's not going to happen. It's just you manifested that because you believed your parents.
Right.
Darn them.
That's a part of being in life. We have to navigate. And we discover our innate, amazing power.
And those people that died in that person's life charted to die at that time. It wasn't anything to do with that woman.
Yeah. And when I say power, I'm talking about for our own empowerment.
Yeah.
The power that we have over our own life and what we create and manifest.
People like that know that if they say something negative, it sticks in your brain. Because if you notice, somebody will tell you how beautiful you are. Thank you, Azul. And then if you hear somebody say, oh, God, you've got the biggest nose in the world, then you just focus on not the beauty part. You keep thinking, oh, God, my nose is so big. Mm-hmm. So we have to teach ourselves to focus on the positive.
Yes, exactly.
Sammy had one of those nasty dreams. Valerie was saying she was tied up as an Indian woman. Is that Native American or is that
Eastern Indian?
Eastern Indian, yeah. It doesn't matter. She was tied up. That's the point.
Right.
Yeah. But now you're not.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. See? You have a different life to work that out.
Yeah. Well, we want to thank everyone for sharing your time with us.
Awesome.
And your super chat questions. And we definitely invite you to join us next week for our super chat. It's going to be past life birthmarks. And Vera, do we want to talk a little bit about the super chat process? My ear is changing frequency. Oh my
Can
gosh.
you just get with Sammy and give her your question, and we'll see what we can do.
Okay. So we are going to describe this a little bit of.
Oh, we're supposed to say it, and we were supposed to say it before we did it.
Yeah, but
Sorry, tack.
Or we can do it next week. Next week or now?
I don't know. Probably next.
Okay, we'll explain it better next week.
I bet your tack's going, do it now.
You would tell us.
Oh, good, Ashley.
Okay.
You want to just do it real quick?
Sure. Okay, so our super chat. We are going to explain this a little bit to you for next week. We now have super chat to support our channel, keeping us on the air, and it's a way for you to ask us spiritual questions and get an answer during our live show.
Super Chat is a feature on YouTube that lets live audience members send money directly to our show live streaming. It's often used to monetarily support Soul's Enlightenment as a way of appreciation, because we appreciate you, and you can add a comment or question to it. You can always add comments too that we can put up. For our live shows, you can use Super Chat Super Chat to ask us spiritual questions such as your past life, birthmark, soul color, soul tone, soul name, your spirit guide, primary angel, and on it goes.
So let's say you want to know about your soul color. First, you tap or click on the money icon that's located on the side of where you type in your comment, and you choose Super Chat, and a highlighted box will appear. You can change the amount you're able to send by moving the adjustment button. And you add your question and you hit buy and send. Your question will appear highlighted in the live chat and will answer during our live show.
You can send any amount of money you'd like when you ask a question through Super Chat. But just to give you an idea, here are some suggested amounts. For personal psychic questions, the suggested minimum is $19.99, but of course it's what you can afford. The questions that can be answered in a short amount of time, like soul color, tone, your name, on the other side, the suggested amount starts from $9.99. US dollars. We forgot to say that.
Oh, that's right.
We will do our best, because be aware there may be some questions we can't do during our live shows. We will include your answer in the upcoming episode.
And we'd love to get to many different kinds of spiritual questions, and we'll try our best to answer them. But there are some that we would like to avoid to maintain a safe and orderly environment for everyone. Like, for example, no full reading or follow-up questions through Super Chat. We'd like to keep our Super Chat questions brief so that we can get to as many as possible. And if you'd like to have a full reading, you can please book an appointment with Vera on our website at sclovesyou.com.
Or letter questions, things like that. Number 2 is be specific. The more specific the question, the more specific the answer. Instead of I have a birthmark on my hip, describe the shape, placement, and color.
No lotto numbers, missing persons, or homicide case questions. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, please do. Just tap or click on subscribe button below. And if you have any questions regarding the above, please feel free to ask us in the chat or in the comments, or ask Sammy, our moderator. And we'll be happy to answer all your Super Chat related questions right away.
Okay.
So we want to thank you all for joining us and being here with us and sharing the light and your time with us.
Thank you. Oh, journey with us.